Would you mind introducing yourself for our audience?
Absolutely. I'm Seanemarie. I am a graduate of the Wings for Growth program, the signature program. I was part of the second cohort and I graduated earlier this year. I'm a brand manager for a popular consumer goods product, and I'm still in that role now.
Great. Seanemarie, could you share with us what prompted you to think about your own leadership development, and enlighten us in that aspect?
Absolutely. So I think it was really two things. The first was I realized that I had reached a certain plateau in my career. I'd been consistently promoted, but still in a position of kind of middle management, and I wanted to figure out how to get a seat at the table in the next step in my career. The second aspect was really that I have a big passion for sustainability, and I had started feeling like the career path that I had initially set out for myself and continued growing on wasn't necessarily taking me in a direction where I could make a significant impact in that. And so I was seeking some guidance on how to make that transition.
Could you describe the changes you see in yourself after the Wings signature program?
Yes. I would say a tremendous improvement in confidence. I, somewhere along the way, learned how to just own myself, own my words, find my voice. And I think at work I've seen a tremendous improvement in the way that I'm received. People listen to me now, which is something that I didn't quite experience before, and I think it was because I was really afraid to speak out and make a recommendation. And I find that now I'm being come to for my recommendations, and so I feel like I've definitely taken the next step in my career in terms of growth. I also have gained a lot of clarity, not necessarily 100% in exactly what am I doing in the world of sustainability, but I have a lot of clarity in what I don't want to do, which I think is a really important first step in figuring out how to make that transition in your career.
Would you recommend this program to companies that are interested in women leadership development? And what are some of the reasons that you would recommend them, the Wings program?
So absolutely is the first answer. I would absolutely recommend this to companies who are looking to develop women leaders, especially if they're really serious about it. I think the thing that is so tremendous about this specific program and the way that it's put together is that it's very actionable and it's very trackable. So it's something that companies can easily know from start to finish exactly how their individual employees have improved. And I think that that is something that companies really lack oftentimes in the review process. It's hard to know exactly how someone's improved on their confidence levels, for example, or on their ability to articulate their goals, or on their ability to move to the next level. It's not something that is necessarily tracked in your annual review, as well as it is in a program like this where you're having these weekly conversations, this monthly tracking. It's very action-oriented, and it's something where you can see the results. And also on the other side of that, not even just from an HR perspective, but from an employee as a part of a company's perspective, it's something that would be, I think, for a woman who is looking to grow in her own career, it's something that would inspire you to want to stay with that organization and grow with that organization, because you know that they actually care about your growth as an individual and within the organization as well.
Well said. Would you recommend this to high potential women around you that are interested in growing their leadership skills? And what would be your way of introducing them, or talking about the Wings signature program?
Yes, and I already have recommended it to friends and colleagues who are of high potential and looking to grow. I think so often, especially if you work in an environment where you maybe don't have access to these types of programs within your own organization, you look to external groups and organizations that can maybe help you grow as a leader. But it's hard to know which ones actually help and which ones actually work. And I think I've seen such a tremendous amount of an improvement in myself beyond just my career growth. I've seen a lot of improvement in like my personal skills and my personal ability to trust myself, really. And that's something that I think once you have that, there's really nothing that you can't achieve.
That's great. Now I want to go through this Wings signature program too. What would you like to see more of at Wings?
So my favorite parts about Wings were the community aspects and the workshops. I loved the workshops where it was sort of like a day-long session where we were focused on a specific topic, and we got the opportunity to ask a lot of questions and meet the other mentees in the program, and sometimes the mentors were there too, and we really just got a lot of sharing opportunities in those occasions. And that's something that allowed me to see that the problems that I'm facing are not so uncommon. It's something that a lot of women face, and it was nice to hear that from other women facing similar issues in different industries or in different stages in their career as well. And know that there's a community there that you can lean on, not just within your mentor and your champion, but also within the other people that are participating in the program. So I would love to see more of those community experiences.
Yes, I totally echo that thought, because I do think we have a great community, and we are going to do everything possible to get more of us together often. We can promise you that. What are the ways you see yourself in your continued engagement with Wings?
So again, I would say any opportunity for extended learning. So once you're part of, the alumni of Wings, if there's opportunity to engage in some of those workshops or even sign up incrementally for things like that, or on the other side of that, help some of the new mentees that are beginning the program in, sort of brainstorming and thinking about how they might develop their development plan. For me, that was something that I struggled with a little bit in the beginning, just trying to figure out, okay, what goals will I write down on here that I know I can track weekly? And I think that we have a lot to learn from one another. And I would love to be able to help another person who's starting the program.
Be like a counselor.
Yeah, exactly. Make a couple of recommendations early on, and maybe tell them what you got out of it. Because sometimes it takes someone giving you an example to have your aha moment of, oh, I can take that and I can apply it in this different way, but it's, I got the idea stemming from there. And I also would echo what I said about continuing to build a community. I mean, I think it's so meaningful to be around other women who are growing. And whether you are in the process of being, in the program actively, or you graduated the program a year ago, or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it is, we're still always growing and we're always moving forward. And I'd like to think that eventually I would have the opportunity to be a mentor years down the road.
Fantastic.
When, you feel like you've gotten to that place that you've been trying to get to, and now you look back and you see that others are still trying to get in their next step. So,
well, that sounds just so wonderful, and we really would love for you to be, in touch and continue to engage yourself, as well as bring on other women around you, because Wings is all about, having a multiplier effect in our community. And it's because of mentees and mentors who have been in our program, and their sharing of what they think and what their experience is, it's going to resonate a lot within our community. So from our organization, Wings for Growth, I thank you for your time today.
Absolutely.
And sharing
Thank
your
you.
views with us. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thanks.
Seanemarie, you were so